So we have a Tatars versus Ethiopians. And, well, we'll put it on red. So we have 3 replay reviews to go through here. And all from Solmir. We'll see if we can find some consistencies or some inconsistencies or whatever. So first off, let's take a look at the map. We see back gold, which is really nice. I think the berries, what are they, over here? Yeah, because the stone's here, so the berries have to be here. Berries are a little awkward yet. We don't really have the wood quite scouted yet, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a sec. But yeah, this matchup, Tatars Ethiopians, it's kind of hard to go CA into Ethiopians because they're probably going to go for the faster firing crossbowmen. That's just their standard play. And of course they have free pikemen as well, which makes playing cavalry kind of rough. So Tatars is going to have a hard time playing against the Ethiopians just in general. So what you do have going for you is you have the longer lasting sheep. So you're going to be able to have a lot of food throughout early to mid feudal age. So basically what that means is having food income throughout feudal age without having to add farms means you can use your wood to make archers. You can use, you can just have more food so you can make scouts. Like you can use the bonus in different ways. So instead of planning to have horse collar early and make some farms, you can just have more villagers on wood, more villagers on gold, and then you can go like 2-range archers without having to worry about adding farms really quickly as the Tatars. So you can be a little creative with this bonus, and it does help quite a bit. Now, Ethiopians, they do have a free 100 food, 100 gold on up, which is also pretty great. But if you think about it, like you can save quite a bit of wood by just not having to add a few farms. So anyways, it should work out to be kind of similar, whereas Tatars longer lasting sheep, it kind of you start to feel the effect in mid feudal age, whereas Ethiopians, their bonus happens early feudal age, like instantly on feudal age. So Ethiopians going to be able to hit maybe a faster timing with their aggression. So with that in mind, you don't want to go for like a fast fletching timing against Ethiopians because they're just going to be up and they're going to do the same thing, just better. I mean, you could outplay your opponent, but in terms of consistency, you kind of need to know that he's going to be faster up. And he's going to hit that better timing here. A little late on the board, but it's fine. It happens. 0-second idle TC though, so that's good compared to your opponent's 19. Okay. You definitely didn't need to garrison there, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, now you go scout. You've pushed in all your deer, so pretty greedy. You found all your sheep too, but one major tip: don't keep your sheep out here. Sheep need to be near the TC. Look, he's gonna steal them now. Oh my god, is he gonna kill them? Oh my god, he's gonna steal them, right? Well, I don't know how he didn't get this one though. That's really weird. I guess it was closer to this bill or something. Okay, he stole one though. So sheep should always be kind of close to the TC. Obviously they get in the way. So if you see how I play, I'm constantly just like moving my sheep to the other side of the TC. If villagers are here, they go here. If the boar's coming in from this side, then I move them like over here. You kind of just have to keep moving them. But anyways, so we are gonna be... Nah, you can't go up here. You have to make more bills. There's no way you go up. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong side. Oh, sorry. Okay, nice build. So you are going to be doing that fast, the fast build with the archers here. Honestly, it's kind of like, in this matchup, maybe not as good, but I mean, at this level, if you execute this well, then you should be able to make it work just in general. Good job sending back the Weakville. It's such a liability to have that at the woodline. Where's she going, though? Oh, that was just a pathing issue. She wanted to drop it up here or something. I don't even know. Okay, nice, perfect barracks timing. Beautiful barracks timing. 60% is exactly when you want to place it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man, she's on the wrong side. If he was drushing you, she would be dead. And you don't have any scouting, so imagine he just, like, did the drush, and that would be a disaster. But anyways, you're not going to get punished for that this game. So very nice. And he's just around here. Okay. This mining camp is not bad. It's kind of awkward on this kind of mine. This is going to be probably the most efficient for like 4 vills though. So if you are going to go for, or most efficient without trapping 2 vills in here, I should say. So if you're going to go for just like 1 range, this is actually a really good mining camp placement. So I like it. No one rushes at this elo though. Yeah, well this is true. The idea is to improve to the next elo though, so where you have to be thinking about it. Okay, for some reason, your Vill went to the center of the house here, and then she went to the center of the house here. So you're doing something wrong. Like, I don't know if you're holding Alt or something, but, like, the way that you're placing the buildings, something is wrong. Because villagers shouldn't be just going to the middle of the foundation. Yeah, it never happens for me, but I've seen it for other people. So there's something wrong with what you're doing here. Okay, we don't have archer production. Okay, there we go. A little late. You basically want to have in your mind, right when the archer range comes up, I'm going to queue archers right away. So you pretty much have it selected at like 99%. Are you going to gate this, or what are you going to do? Blacksmith? Probably blacksmith, right? There it is. Okay, nice. And yeah, this is the power of Tatars. You still have a couple of sheep to go. And of course you did push all that deer, but you're not even on berries yet. So you're going to be able to hit a very fast fetching timing with 2 archers. You want to go forward probably with the first 2. 2 archers is going to be able to take his scout, especially if you have your scout to protect as well. And, yeah. You're going to have fletching. Waiting for 3 is a mistake. Oh, wow, he has men-at-arms. Okay, you have to defend this now. Wall that. Bring the archers. Oh, man. Just bring... Oh, my... What? Both players potatoing. You have to spam click. If you spam click, okay, so how this works is if you spam click the Vill, she will take priority on the click. So you don't get blocked if you spam click these days. You should be fine here though. Just with a little bit of micro. Definitely don't want to lose Vills, but yeah, and then send them back. It's a lot to pay attention to, but you really have to get your Vills back to work. These men-at-arms are killing you because your dudes are just doing nothing. Oh, yeah. Something about how you're sending your villagers to build is wrong. 100%. Because your Vill keeps going to the center. Yeah, blue is, like, not really microing these well. And also, I think he hit way too late with the men-at-arms, too. The men-at-arms should have come in a little bit earlier. So, yeah, you're okay. Now that the men-at-arms are cleaned up, you go counterattack. Basically, as general advice, if you kill your opponent's army, that's a great time to counterattack because they don't have army. Because you just killed it. You really need to go forward, though. Like, the fact that you're just chilling is... You're missing so much potential for damage. Like, look, he's not even walled. He doesn't have enough military, and he's not even walled. But the longer you wait, the more stuff he's going to have because he's on 2 range. So you kind of miss your timing to actually do anything with your army. So if you're gonna do this kind of like high level build, you have to hit high level timings. You have to go really quickly. I would recommend just going up a bit later and just going 2 range archers if you're just gonna like chill around a little bit. It's gonna be a lot easier to do. Because look, you're idling the TC for like a minute 40, and if you just do an easier build, you're gonna idle for like no time. And then you're just gonna win. But since you idled for so many villagers, it's like really not worth it. Okay. You're gonna take a good fight here, which is nice. Oh, could have picked off that guy, but anyways. But he's on 2 range, so he's gonna overwhelm you here with numbers. Oh, nice pick off there. Now you just go back. Good. Really nice pick off there because you picked them off and then you instantly sent them back. So that was a really good reaction. I'm gonna go skirms now. Yeah, you kind of have to go skirms, but you went for such an aggressive build but didn't really do any aggression. So, yeah, your economy's gonna suffer for that because you don't have horse collar. There we go. What is a good castle time 1 range compared to 2 ranges? Compared to scouts and the knights. Well, with 1 range, usually like 37 villagers is fine if you have constant 1 range production. Obviously, if you idle your TZ, it kind of messes things up. But, yeah, I go by Vill count because I'm just assuming no idle TC. for scouts into knights, just like when you add 3 scouts with walls, you can go up on 33 villagers. For 2 range, you're gonna be up like a little bit later if you have constant, but you're not really worried about Castle Age uptime as much with the 2 range. Like, you have to do building, or you have to do damage in Feudal Age, and then you kind of adapt. But you use the market to go up with that, so it's like, even if you're up around, I don't know, like 39 vills with 2 range, it's pretty solid. But you do have to use the market for that. I mean, oh, he messed up. You'll be able to defend this easily. You don't even need to rush these walls up. Just delete your wall. Just delete this wall and go in, and then fight him here. There's no... You could... yeah. What are you doing? You're trying to get the walls up too much, but you just need to get your military here. Send the vills to here. But now you're going to lose 2 vills. Because you're going this way. Yeah, this was pretty potato. And now you need to just wall this. Nope. You have to... Okay, so instead of running to the TC, run to the units here. Basically, the whole point of retreating the vills is to retreat them to safety. But running to the military is also retreating to safety. So you don't need to run to the TC all the time. You can run to your military. Oh, man, we have 2 vills here. Like, don't chase him. Hit this way. Go the fast way. You know he's going down this way. Why go up here? Go this way. Then you cut him off. Okay, now he's going this way. So now you get a wall here to trap him. If we don't wall this, he's just going to keep running around. Looks like you have the idea, but it was too late. Too late. No. Now he's going to come through here. Now we need to wall this. Okay, he's going to go out. No. Yeah, okay. He made a mistake. He should have gone directly to this wood line again, but he wasn't paying attention. Okay. You're up to Castle Age, though, so that's fine. Down 2 vills. Well, actually, we're down 8 vills because... Well, you have wheelbarrow, so that's +3, I guess you could say. And you idle a little bit more. But honestly, don't do these really hard builds, because you're idling for like 2 minutes. Just do an easier build. Just go up normal time, like 21 or 20 villagers for 1 range fletching timing. It's gonna be way easier. And then once you master that with 0 idle TC, then you can move on to the advanced builds. If you try and do advanced builds and you're idling with him this much, it's really not worth it at all. You wanted to hide that. Going into knights against free pikemen seems kind of weird, but I guess you could do step lancers. Step lancer and knight should be okay. Although the thing is that crossbowmen are still hard to deal with. You really need to like wall this. If he's going towards here, you wall this, and then he has to go here, and then you wall this, and then he's stuck. But once he gets in on these bills, these are Ethiopian faster firing dudes too, so they'll wreck. You're up, but just he kept getting in. So honestly, like army control here could use a bit of work. Just making sure that your units get to where they need to go, and make sure to wall area like just 1 house here, then he can't go in. So think about where he's gonna be going, and make sure to get your units go towards where he's going. Instead of chasing behind him, you need to go like where you think he's gonna go, and then make sure that things that can be walled can be. Even if you just tap it a few times, it's fine. So at this point, you're like 12 vills behind with wheel though, and you can spam step lancers, so you have enough farms for a few step lancer production. You have to use these units though. You have to go forward with 4. If you're just chilling, you will lose the game. Yeah, we're kind of just chilling here, so bow saw is a huge waste of resources, because right now, this is actually really good to point out. So if you get behind economically, trying to increase your economy is actually just bad, because your opponent's already ahead economically. If you try and just catch up economically, while you're doing that, he's going to get even further ahead. So what you need to do is you need to attack your opponent, and instead of increasing your own economy, decrease their economy down to your level. That's sort of the way that you can think about it. But if you just invest into full economy here, unless you went 3 TCs right away to try and catch up, that can sometimes be a play, but usually just no bow saw. You spend that food on more cavalry, and then you go forward. You try and kill his army, or you try and kill vills, or optimally both. But I mean, just sitting in the base is never going to be good. So you kind of sat for way too long there. Going with like waiting for this many guys, he's already going to be ready. You got to hit with that early tech advantage, just with like 4 of them. It's going to be good. But we'll see what you can do. You didn't really scout his base properly with your scout. If this guy had run, like, to see how his walls were, it would be a lot better. You don't have forging either. You need to have iron casting to 4-shot, but anyways, you'll never be able to take that. He has thumb ring too, so these things fire so fast. No, don't go back. You have mobility. What are these gonna do if you go back? You can't use these to fight his units anyways. So going back makes no sense. You just want to harass. You hit here, he sends his units over here, you run away, and then you go over here, and then he sends his units here. If you go back, he's going to attack you. And then you're going to die because these don't do anything in defense. What you should do is you should run around with your units, siege workshop at home. He comes forward, he goes into siege, and then suddenly you have step lancers killing his walls and you get in and then you kill Bills. If you just chill in your base, you just lose this game because you're so far behind. So I think we're going to speed it up because I think he's just going to overwhelm with higher military count at this point. He's just going to kind of come to your base and kill you, most likely. Where is his guys? There. Oh! You could have taken an even better fight. Okay, wow. Yeah, blue was not paying attention here. So that's why you kind of owned this. Wow, both of you weren't paying any attention. Huh? You had, like, barely enough to maybe take a good fight here. If he microed better, then he would have been fine, but it's hard. Yeah. He's using focus fire, which is why he's losing this fight, like, pretty hard. Step lancers are great. I really like that you have 2 knights in here, because those knights are really tanking quite a bit. Both right-clicked, yeah. Well, it makes sense that he right-clicked because he didn't want to patrol into your buildings, but you should just be patrolling across the map with these generally. So that went really well. You're still so far behind economically, so you need to do damage. But yeah, the problem was that I think he went forward with like half his army. Maybe? When was that? That was like around here, right? Oh. Was that like here? Okay. I guess he didn't have much more than this at the time. Crossbowman player just hit way too late as well. That's what I see a lot at this level is just players, they wait until they have way too much army. The timing to go forward for him, well, I guess he could have waited even longer, but if he knows you're on cavalry, he should have had maybe 5 pikemen and then it's fine. I think that was his main issue. Just make like 5 pikemen and then he can hit earlier with slightly less crossbowmen, and then it's going to be a lot stronger. You're kind of lucky that your wood line's just here, although you do need to have a second wood line. It's going to be kind of gross. So probably some TCs. You're going to add another stable, though. Well, actually, no, scratch that. TCs make no sense when you're this far behind. You need to go all in. Sorry. So I do like the 3rd stable, but you need to be doing stuff with your military. You can't just stand here. Sending them back here, all you're going to do is, yeah, you're eventually going to be able to clean this up, but, well, he's just in. Without the step lancers, you kind of get owned. Yeah, once the step lancers are in there, they actually path properly and they kill stuff, so you barely defended that again. But the problem is that this needed to happen early Castle Age. He kept winning with military. Well, yeah, I mean, he's going to always have more than you because he's up 20 bills. So he will always be able to just make more. Oh, this was a really good pick-off, though. Yeah. It's all stemming from the fact that you got very behind economically. So, honestly, it really is stemming from the build being difficult. Obviously, the opponent had a lot of idle TC as well. But, yeah, like... He's just Imperial Age. There's nothing you can really do because he's just been booming. And yeah, game is over. I think he'll GG pretty soon, actually. Maybe once you lose this army. Crossbowman play is a lot easier to play, but as I was saying, it is kind of what Ethiopians is going to go for. GG. So you kind of have to have a plan against it. One thing to point out is that Keshiks, like elite Keshiks, do have the same pierce armor as paladins. So getting to that eventually could be good, and they're fairly cheap. Opening with skirmishers is sometimes okay. You kind of hate it, but if he goes pike and crossbowman, having skirmishers is pretty good. Like knight skirmisher, basically. Knight with some step lancers. They take the same upgrade, so you can go knight and step lancers fine. Silk armor elite steps. That's kind of bad though. I'm pretty sure that elite step lancers are just really not that good. Yeah. Oh, going so fast though. Wow, players these days are so fast. Yeah, kind of. I think the opening just was a little rough here, and then back to the middle of the game. Yeah, these archers really hurt. You really need to just think of where the enemy army is going and then just wall them off. Did they get +1 pierce armor recently? I don't think so. I don't think steps got any bonuses. People have just been using steps more. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know. But step lancers, their main use is their utility. But like right here, the step lancers, well, he's full house walled, but hitting the sides is good. If you hit the sides, then he's gonna have to send his military up there instead of attacking you. Elite steps. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know anything about elite steps because nobody goes elite steps. Okay, moving on to the second one. Let's take a look at the second replay and see if we're gonna see some different plays here. So we've got Dravidians versus Mongols this time. There we go. Okay, that's you right here. Oh, this is a much more open map. The problem with going steps against Ethiopians is that Ethiopians have 3 pikemen, so they can easily add in halbs, and in the late game, you're not really going to be able to micro the range of the steps against the halbs. The halbs will eventually just overwhelm. And they're still, like, step lancers are still going to die to Arb. So I think you still need either Keshik or Paladin if you're going to go cavalry against Ethiopian Arbs. But anyways, let's move on to this game. We have Dravidians versus Mongols. Mongols is, again, going to be the civ that hits a little bit harder, faster, because of the hunt bonus. As the Dravidians, you can usually hit a pretty good men-at-arms timing, but against Mongols, it's not even close. So Mongols should be up nice and fast. They're going to be making scouts or more men-at-arms. I would say scouts is probably better as Mongols here because Dravidians is just going to have a better men-at-arms rush, so you could counter his men-at-arms with your own men-at-arms potentially. But yeah, Mongols can do men-at-arms, or they could just do really fast range. Really, honestly, they can do anything with their food bonus. It just allows them to get up really fast and hit those timings. Okay, nice woodline. You'll be able to just wall down to here. I like that you placed it right at the edge of this. That's perfect placement. So building placement's good if you wall down to here, or even along the ridge, the upper ridge. Can one still go men-at-arms against Mongols? You could. You could. He's gonna have scouts though, so if he makes like 5 scouts, he just kills your 3 men-at-arms instantly. So it's a little tricky. So usually with Men-at-Arms Rush, you go for the Men-at-Arms upgrade as soon as you hit Feudal, but there's another way of doing it where you add a Spearman and then you get the Men-at-Arms. So you kind of go for it with 3 Militia. You have 3 Militia for a little bit longer, but then the Spearman comes a little faster, so that if he's going Scouts, you have a Spearman and 3 Men-at-Arms together, and then he can't fight it. Or at least, if he does, he's going to be losing a lot more. So that's one way of doing it, which I would recommend against Mongols if you're gonna go men-at-arms, because you really need to get that Spearman forward really early. Yeah, the 2-on-wood build again. I love the 2-on-wood. We've been talking about 2-on-wood builds in my Discord for the past 2-3 years, and it's kind of always been a thing, and now people are starting to realize it's so good. Okay, we have 2 idle bills here though. We need to be paying attention. Oh, he went to the center somehow, but he's still idle. Gotta like visually see those bills because they sometimes don't show up as idle. Oh no! Oh, what? How come she went to there? Why'd you send her there? what is this? Anyways, it's fine. Mine account. Okay, so you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, we'll see about the idle TC. You're really good. Your Dark Age is smooth. Honestly, you don't have to work on your Dark Age at all. It's the Feudal Age where things are starting to fall apart. I mean, the main things that you could work on in Dark Age is making sure that the animals are in properly positioned, but other like that's just inconsistent. Even I do that sometimes wrong. Just for ladder games or whatever. I'm not really super focused. You do have your sheep way too far from the TC. So one thing, definitely bringing the sheep a little bit closer will make sure that he doesn't steal them, because this is just easily stealable. Just having them under the TC is going to be one thing that you can improve, but otherwise there's not really too much I can criticize about the Dark Age. It's pretty much fine. Okay, the 8 on wood, nice. There we go. Barracks, nice. Oh, you're gonna wall to the top of the ridge. That's fine. It'll give you more farm space anyways, so it's good. You could have gone like just this mill here, and you still have farm space, but this will give you more easily defendable farm space, but it is a bit longer. Okay, I think you were up a little bit. Yeah, the barracks was a bit too late here. So if you see that your barracks is gonna be late, oh wow, it's like super late. You should have just gotten both vills to build this and just sent a different vill to build the house. Yeah. Post-patch bug. Oh, okay, yeah. We have lots of bugs on this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, No, don't go for that. Don't go for that. It's not worth it. If he just attacks you, wasting scout HP is kind of bad. You really don't want to lose scout HP for a vill. It's not worth it here. Your scout can be so useful. You will get the vill, but you won't always get the vill, and having a weak scout now means that you don't get any scouting, because he's just going to kill you with his scout. I can't believe this Mongol player is up so late compared to you, though. So he should have been up faster, but he will be able to make scouts here. So, yeah. Basically, you have no scouting to your opponent, so you don't know where to send your archers. That's the thing. So, yeah, you get a vill now, but you could have gotten potentially more vills later if you had scouted his base and know where to send your units. We're going to go for double range this time. Okay, ranges are in an awkward position. Honestly, ranges probably should have been here if you're going to wall, or on the front. Would have been fine as well. But this is like kind of off to the side. Yeah, it walls this side, but also your reinforcements are going to come out in a bit of an awkward location. Luckily, he is kind of on this side, so it's not too bad. But your gold is going to be harder to defend if your reinforcements are coming out here. So I would really recommend getting a wall here soon, because you know he's going scouts. Nice. You have to connect it to this house, though, because he's going scouts. If you go to here, he'll just run past. And this probably needs to be walled, too. And I would also recommend scouting where you're going to wall from Dark Age. So this needed to be scouted, because you don't really know. You don't want to just wall here. You want to wall to the far side of the lumber camp, or the wood line. But yeah, you have to have this scouted just to see. Okay, so you're going to see stuff. And housed. Oh, feels bad, man. It happens. Okay. So, are you going to be able to support all this archer production? I don't think you really can. I think what you need to do is just get a blacksmith here. Go forward with 4. You're getting the blacksmith, and just go forward with 4. Fletching, and see what you can do. You need a spearman, though. Oh, yeah, you're making spear. Okay, good. So far, so good. But look, you're idling the TC. What is this idle? Ay. 1 minute idle. So yeah, your early feudal age, honestly, just take this to single player. It looks like you have practiced a lot, but you still need more practice just in single player with the opening in feudal age. So I would say go into single player, make a save at like 90% to feudal age, and just practice early feudal age so that you have no idle TC. Because you basically idled all of your TC just as soon as you hit feudal age. Your dark age was great, but you just make a save and grind out or like drill this build early feudal age 5 times, and then you go for yeah, but you need to keep doing it because it's not perfect. You can't just practice one time. You have to practice until it's good. That's just how it is. We can't just do one practice session. We need to just keep up with it until it's good. However long that takes. Attacking the front. I would have attacked the top because that's where his berries are. But, okay. Don't attack until you're close. You get, like, here. A little early, a little early. You're gonna get her, but I would have waited a bit longer. But it's fine. Bruh, they don't have armor. You could have just killed those. Okay, well, he has these, though. Honestly, with good micro, you kill those, and then you have the spears to kill this, and then you win the game there. But it would have been, you would have needed, like, really good micro. Focus fire micro. Generally, you want to focus fire the skirms. When you're archer versus skirms, I like focus fire. Unless they're running, then you have to attack move so that you keep up with them. But anyways. Yeah, your army movements are generally pretty good. Your micro is quite good. I should say your micro is good, but maybe your unit control, as in, like, movements of army is kind of not as good. Speaking specifically of when he attacks you, it's not as good. Oh, maybe if you... Yeah, you attack from too far away there. You needed to get a bit closer, but... Oh, wow, he's not reacting, though. Will you get one more? Okay, now you run. Sick. Like, look, you're making really good plays here. And your reactions are really good with your army. Like, you're sending the army where they need to go, getting the damage, and then sending them away or, like, retreating at the exact right time. So that's not your issue. Definitely not your issue here. Okay. Shouldn't he have scouted earlier? Yeah, this specific build requires 3 deer push, so... That's why I'm not really criticizing the early scout, missing the early scout, but yeah. As I said, against scouts, you do need to full wall. You really just want to connect them. You do have a spear back here, but still, if he gets in, he can still be annoying. But, well, he's not going to get in. Low in the bank. Yeah, exactly. Overall, pretty good, but the problem is this idle TC. All you have to do to get to probably... This is like 1415 play if you didn't idle your TC. It really is. You're doing a lot of good stuff, but you're just being held back by basically killing yourself by not having as many vills as you should at this stage. Also, second lumber camp at some point. Also, you never scouted this. As I said, you need to scout this in Dark Age and make sure that you're walled. I guess Red also didn't scout properly, right? So he didn't just go in. Yeah, he didn't. He just assumes that it's closed. Awesome at putting farms down, bad at the rest. Actually, honestly, you're good at a lot of things. I'm actually surprised that you're only 1100 because this looks like better than 1100 play. You probably need to work on your defending. You haven't really been attacked this game yet, so maybe the first game was bad at defense. Okay, that market. You didn't scout it, but obviously it would have just fit right in there. You can't place it on the hill here, which is why you placed it like this, but you just needed to scout a bit better there. Because now you wanted to take this as your second wood line. Now it's super awkward. If you take this, it's just going to overchop instantly. So mark it here, then you take the wood line here, then it's nice. But this wood line, getting pretty rough. So we have to think about what the plan is in the next age now. You're going to probably, maybe you pick off the weak scout. Yeah, you actually targeted the weak scout there too. You accidentally canceled the attack, but... So you're paying attention to a lot of the details, which is really nice. About 1250 playing Cav. Archers, I'm still learning. Yeah. Well, with archers, you need to hit your timings. So right here, you just clicked up. You want to make sure that your economy is balanced for archer play. And understanding what that balance is very important. Because I don't think you quite understand how to balance your economy for archers. You probably have played a lot of knights. You're pretty good with knights. So for knights, we want lots of farms. This farm should have never been seeded here. We also have auto reseed, which is going to really hurt you if these farms expire. Yeah, you're going to have way too much food here. So what do we need on Castle Age for archer play? We need to have crossbone upgrade, 175 food. We need to have bodkin arrow, 200 food, and we need 1 villager in the queue. So we need to have like 425 food. You are halfway there, and basically you're going to instantly have that much food in the next like 30 seconds. So you're going to be floating so much food here with this economy. You could get +1 armor as well, because it's worth it. It's only 100 food. So what you need is, you need 2 TCs once you're up as well. So for that, you need more wood. So right here, you just clicked up. 7 on gold is fine because you're floating quite a bit of gold, but usually like 8, even 9 on gold can be pretty good. For next game, when you click up to Castle Age, really think about this. If you have this many farms, you just select like half of them. Just go like this. You can hold control to deselect a single one. Lumber camp right here. Get some more wood. This wall, it's so awkward to lumber camp this because of the way that you walled, but you should have just walled better and then lumber camp here. But anyways, do that. Then you have enough for 2 TCs. You also have to be thinking about where you're going to place your TCs from earlier as well. So you can kind of set up your Dark Age walls based on how you want to make your TCs as well. This is just really good spot. You can't quite get it here though. And there's a hill here. No, but there's 4 tiles of low ground that you can place it on right here. This is where you get 1 TC, 100%. 100% you get a TC there. Wood and gold. The other gold is here. It's a little too far forward. Another TC here is okay. So just delete and go out, but you didn't scout it. You kind of scouted it, but not really. Those 2 TC locations. Then you just hit a crossbow timing. You get your TCs down. Your opponent is dead from the crossbow timing, but then you're also booming just in case he doesn't actually die. And then you go for whatever your follow-up is to that based on how you want to play the game. So let's see how this works. What I predict is going to happen is you're going to be floating like 800 food that you can't spend. And then since you can't spend it, you just do nothing, basically. Archers need to be moving forward to his base pretty soon. You want to be, remember, you need to be there. How long does Bodkin take? 40 seconds? No, it's faster. Isn't it like 30 seconds or something? It's pretty fast. I can't remember actually exactly how long it takes, but you need to be there just as Bodkin comes in, basically. That's the thing. Like with knights, yeah, you're making knights on Castle Age, but with crossbowmen, their entire value comes from hitting that early timing before the enemy can react to anything. Watching get thumb ring. Yeah, I mean, if you do have too much food, you get thumb ring. Auto reseed is actually killing you, though. Turn that off. Because you don't need farms here. And yeah, your villas are just going to spend all your wood on farms, and then you can't make TCs. Okay, you're going to be way too late with this timing, it looks like, though. You have to be going now. Okay, you're going now, but it's kind of too late. You're going through the center as well. Anyways. Where's your upgrades? Oh, no. Just EQ the archer and just go. Okay, you're just standing. You're just going to miss your timing. Then he's going to make knights, and then you're going to lose. Or step lancers. Ay. Pikeman upgrade? Wait, but where's the crossbowman upgrade? You canceled it. What are you doing? He's not even up. Like, right now. You win the game if you're just here. Those are dead. Those are dead. GG. Easy. Not even close. But you just chilled for so long. Where are you going? He's not... Where are you going? He's not out in here. You know where he is. Go this way. You didn't really scout him properly, but still. So cheap with Ravinia. Yeah, true. Honestly, okay. If you have half price on the pikeman upgrade, you can really justify it here. No problem. Don't be scared of 6 feudal skirms, man. You weren't scared of the skirms in feudal age, but now you're scared of them when you have crossbowmen? What are you doing? You completely missed your timing now, though. Now he's gonna have elite skirm. You have to kill these before they become elite. Just kill them. Oh, you gotta get really close. Yeah, you just miss everything from that distance. Man, go up here. What are you doing? You didn't scout, so you don't know if he's walled or not, but I mean, he's not walled. You keep shooting from max range here. Your feudal archer micro was good, but your Castle Age is not very good in terms of the micro. Like you have to get close enough where you actually hit him. With 7 range, you do have to make sure that you're quite close. But look, you're basically 2 minutes late, which is huge in this game. You're making the perfect TC, like I said, so that's good. But it's like now he has skirms already. He doesn't have any upgrades though, so I don't know what Red's doing. He should have just clicked a few upgrades. He's making steps, but... Okay, Red's making huge mistakes here by just not getting armor on these things. Or even fletching. So... You should just know that he has no upgrades and just go in. And you don't even care. Even if he starts making upgrades now, it's fine. Just force him to make upgrades by going in. If you're just chilling here, he doesn't feel any pressure to make any upgrades for these guys because he's just going to make steps. But if you had gone in, he would have had to make upgrades because the steps are going to be here so late. Look like you're just missing. You're wasting so much time. He's actually happy with losing the skirms if it's going to buy him this much time to get his step lancers out. So, yeah, major takeaway this game was you need to be forward with your crossbow and timing instantly on Castle Age. It's super important. And then don't waste a bunch of time doing this. You never even tried to go to the back of his base. At least try to go back there. The steps are going to clean you up. Yeah, even without upgrades, they're still pretty good. You are getting a few. All right, just let your guys shoot now. Just do something else. Don't micro down the hill, man. This is a huge waste of your time. There's so many other things you could be doing, but you have a bunch of stuff. And, well, making some more pikemen's good. And look at that. 1,000 food float. All from auto reseed. TC here. Alright, fine. You do have this as a wood TC, so it's fine. But, yeah, this would have been the best one. Probably. But, if you do get to a castle, that would be good, too. He probably won't kill this, especially if you just garrison. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was really good for you. Nice. I would get ballistics here, actually. If he's making cavalry, you're not going to be able to really kill these step lancers without ballistics. Thumbring is good if he's going knights, which he is adding a few in. But against step lancers, he can't really fight you directly anyways. So the only way to kill his dudes is to get ballistics. Because if he ever takes a direct engagement, you still win without Thumbring. But if he's just running around, ballistics will allow you to actually kill his guys. So Thumbring is great when you're kind of scared of the opponent's military size, but ballistics, it gives you that utility that will keep your opponent down. So it's always a trade-off between the two. You kind of have to just think about which one you're going to be needing. And I think ballistics would have been better here, because you have a pretty good army size already. Yeah, and you already did some damage. You forced your opponent off of farms, so he's not going to have that much. You could definitely go for another attack pretty soon. If you see he has this many steps, though, just adding a few more pikemen is fine. Elephant archers. Kind of a sick unit, though. They're slow, but honestly, Dravidians, faster attacking. With the Thumbring upgrade, so huge. I love it. Actually, wait. Yeah, you set up your eco perfectly for elephant archers. You could have gone for the crossbow and timing and then transitioned into elephant archers this game. I totally forgot that Dravidians has that unit. And with your eco, if I mess up my eco like that, I'm doing that 100%. It's probably okay. You keep kind of going out on the map and then just chilling though. Yeah. Okay, just win. Just win. Just kill these. He doesn't even have anything on this. Bro, just... If you had ballistics, though. You're so scared of nothing. You have a better army here. There's ballistics. Okay, go across the map. Just win. You have, like, double the army count. His units don't really beat yours. Again, you do need to get a little closer. Don't even... No, don't micro back. Just micro to him. He's obviously gonna run. When you have more than the opponent... and you know he's gonna just run, you want to micro into him so that when he retreats, you get a few more extra hits. I don't really know why you're running from this, though. You know he has less than you, and you're still just chilling. I guess you can go to Imp, but you could have done a lot more aggression in Castle Age. You need to get a few more farms, then you can go Imp, basically. Okay. We're just gonna speed it up, because we're just chilling. You finally decided to go across the map, but it's almost too late now. Not really, because your opponent's pretty far behind, but still. Sometimes just letting your guys shoot is better. I think you're over-microing a lot. Your units will fire pretty effectively, just letting them shoot. All right, yeah, you just win here, because you just threw everything. Look, you got 5 kills because you had ballistics there, so that was good. 5 knights is... What is that? They're 135 resources each, so that's like 700 resources just down the drain. That's quite a lot. Dravidians get cheaper siege now. Yeah. We don't really need siege units here. Maybe if the opponent upgraded his skirms, you would need mangonels. Actually, you would definitely need it. Would have needed mangonels if he had upgraded skirms, but your opponent's making a huge mistake by trying to do skirms and knights, but both with no upgrades. He has upgrades on the cavalry now, but if he had just full committed to the skirms initially, he would have been able to push you away and then counterattack and then have the cavalry come in later. So you can't just go elite skirm with no upgrades. It's just not even good. This happened, but it's not a big deal. You're up. You're just gonna make Arb. Nice. Don't know what this guy was planning to do, but... no. Oh, that's so annoying that he got... You just send like 2 guys to clean that. Honestly, the fact that your army is back here is a big throw. I guess you're building up trebs right now, but still, you need to get your army forward now. You have like enough Arbs. You don't need any more Arbs now. Wow, you're actually adding... Might as well as Dravidians, right? Adding mangonels? Okay. And... yeah, just go forward with the trebs. Where are your trebs at? You're an age ahead. You're super far ahead in the game. You don't need to wait for 3 trebs in this situation. You wait for 3 trebs when the game is even. Right now, your Arbs will protect the trebs if you just keep them near the trebs. So you don't need to wait. You only wait when you're kind of even and you need to surprise your opponent. So if you wait here, you're giving your opponent time to get his upgrades. Although Mongols don't have final armor on skirm, so you're still not really as scared of these. Just bring the mangonels. Just come. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. You just need to bring everything. That's a ballsy castle for somebody who's being so cautious with his military. Trebs, where are the trebs? Where are the trebs? Treb. Where are the trebs? You have like 3 trebs chilling. Just bring them. You can kill this so easily. There's no way you lose this game from here though, but still. There we go. Trebs are coming finally. Oh man. Oh man. There we go. It's fine. Oh, he's gonna lose this too. Oh, big fail. Red's losing too many guys just for free. He doesn't have the final armor on his skirms. These skirms are like really not very good against the Arbs. Alright, yeah, he's dead. Completely dead. You have so much res. You can do anything from here. There's not really anything more for me to say. You just go in and you win. Castle here even. You could even castle your own economy so that if he does raid you, because the only way you can lose is if he somehow raided you to death. So a castle in your base. But, I mean, there's no way he can win. Taking his gold even. That's nice. You did start to take relics, which is good. So that is good to see. Some Arbs back here. You kind of have too many Arbs almost. I think 50 is probably okay. 60 is... You can get to 60, but it's like... I don't know. Dravidian light cav, though. I guess what else are you going to make? This looks really solid for 1100. Yeah, honestly, I think that he will improve to 1300, 1400 really quickly with just some build order things in Feudal Age. More Feudal Age practice and not being so cautious with the army. Or at least, you need to be cautious sometimes when you have low numbers, but crossbowmen, archers, they're all about hitting that timing. You hit that timing with as early as possible fletching with like 4 guys, and then in Castle Age, you hit the timing as soon as you're up and you have crossbowmen and bodkin, you have to be in your opponent's base. And if you can get those timings solid, easy games. Like you'll win so many games off of just doing that. So we have one more here from the same guy. Where is it? It is not showing in the list, so I'll just go into Z game. Red really get fletching 3 minutes after elite skirm. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Red's defense there was not optimal, that's for sure. Elite Skirm aren't going to do the jobs, or do the job just by themselves. They do need to have upgrades. At least the second armor, even if you don't even have fletching, which you should have fletching, but even if you don't have fletching, the second armor, and then you get in close with them, it can still work. Okay, we're going to change this color. I don't really like green. Is this why they nerfed crossbows and arbs recently? Yeah, yeah. And I honestly think they're still OP. Well, not arbs. Arbs are okay. Maybe skirmishers need to have one more pierce armor as an Imperial Age upgrade or something. Because they still, even with the final armor, they're taking 2 damage from arbs, which is just still kind of gross. But crossbowmen are still overpowered in my opinion. But we'll see in King of the Desert how overpowered, because obviously the pros are going to be using the best strategies. Some should get affected by Thundering. Well, they do. They get a plus 5% or plus 10% accuracy or something. Screw Dark Age in this one, yeah. Totally affected. No, skirms shouldn't have a faster fire rate. Oh my god, you killed it with the eagle. No. Why was the eagle even here? Why was the eagle even here? Oh, classic. Ay. Oh, Actorino's here too. Perfect. Nice. Okay, F for the Ellie. Yeah, it happens. I also mess things up when I play Mayans. That's also me. Well, let's see how you adapt. All you have to do is just not idle your TC for like 2 minutes in Feudal Age, and that'll make up for it. So I never do the TC trick. Well, no, it's just better. You just need to get good at it. And Solmir is pretty good at it. I think that he does like to use 5 and 5 instead of 5 and 6, which is not as good. This one was 6 and 6, which was perfect. That was kind of the old standard, but honestly, the most efficient way is to garrison 5 and then garrison the Luringville. So you hit it with 5 and then hit it with 6 and then ungarrison. That is the best way to do it, if you can. But it is also quite difficult. So you just have to learn it, though. I can do it every time perfectly, though. With a lot of practice. I think Imp Skirm should be a generic upgrade. Yeah, I agree. I think skirmishers, they really just drop off in terms of population efficiency late game, and they don't even do their job against arbs all the time. So yeah, in my opinion, they need something. Maybe not Imp Skirm, but they need something. Although Imp Skirm could be good, because then they're not going to get owned by the Gambeson guys as well, right? So maybe it's time for Imp Skirm for all civs, because they do get 1 extra damage from that, but that's going to be counteracted by Gambesons on the champions, and then we get the same kind of balance as we had. Anyways, enough of that. Let's take a look. This is a mirror matchup, so there's not too much more to say. Mayans, they just spam archers, and then they spam eagles. Basically, Mayans has no counter to Mayan eagle warriors in Imperial Age. Their swordsman line's pretty garbage. Yeah, you can go plumes, I guess. So it's really like eagles and plumes, but I think that the eagles will still beat the plumes because they're gonna be more mobile and they can raid. You think plumes counter the Mayan eagles? Okay, maybe I don't have as much experience in this matchup, but oh yeah, scorpions. These guys have heavy scorp, don't they? Okay, that's another thing to point out. Maybe that could work. But I think that eagles are good though. Maybe it's just too hard to get to plumes. You think plumes kill all? All right. We'll just have to wait and see. Elite plume does have +2 against infantry, but I mean 100 HP is pretty nuts. Maybe you could do eagles with heavy scorp, because scorpions, they usually get countered by bomber cannons, but this civ doesn't have bomber cannons. And also, they don't have siege engineers, so the onagers are not going to have as much range. Two-handed swordsmen still kill eagles. Yeah, but if you're on two-handed swordsman, you just die to like arbs or plumes, so it's just not good. Yeah, you can deal with the eagles technically, but you can't deal with the other units. So if you just open with crossbowmen, you'll have the techs for them anyways, and then swordsmen just get destroyed. Okay. Yeah, this Dark Age was rough. 1 minute idle TC, killing the boar. You still tried to go up way too early as well. You should have just, if you kill the boar, just go up later and play defensively. Blue monitors the comp in a Mayan mirror. Yeah, that could be good. Okay, wall this guy in. Actually, you don't really need to. He could take the Vil, though, if he wanted to, but he would lose a lot of HP. And of course, you just get him back. Oh! It's fine. The thing with onagers is that they're slow, though. Eagles, I think you can make it work by raiding. But I think that's good. I don't think one play is really better than the other. It just depends on how you play it and depends on the map. If the map's super open, the Eagles, you send 1 or 2 to every location in the opponent's base, and they're dead. Whereas the Plumes, you have to keep them all together. So Plume is more death ball. Maybe Plume Onager beats Eagles in a straight-up fight, but Eagles with mobility is going to allow you to raid. Because you can't really split up the Plumes because they're just going to die. So I think that you can play either composition, and it can be good. Plumes need more babysit. Well, this is true. Oh, killing 2 of the goats. All right, well, that's fine. You killed your boar, so it's fine. It's all good. You really like this archers thing. This one was a bit different, though, so it's fine. That's animal abuse. True. This is true. You can tell him that you... call Peta. No. Nice, nice. We got the banter. Loving it. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to get the blacksmith pretty soon here. There it is. Nice. So 102 idle TC. We're going to keep an eye on that number because both of these other games, you've been idling your TC like crazy in early feudal. Now, this build was a little later. It's not as smooth, but we'll keep an eye on that and see if you stay there. Open 1 range or 2 range for straight archers. Well, it depends on if you want to have fletching early. Depends on your civ. Yeah, I like that you're walling just this wood line in because you don't need to go to here and then, like, you could go to here and then here and then here. This is a bit easier to get to, though. And then you could just TC this later. Easier to wall and everything. Okay. Nice. Wait, skirmishers? Wait. I thought you were making archers. Oh, never mind. We didn't need the blacksmith that early then. I was completely assuming that you had archers in there. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, I mean, you should have just had farms earlier instead of the blacksmith then, because you're not even going to use the blacksmith. You basically get armor when you know he's going forward with his units, because you shouldn't go forward with the skirms. They're going to die to his eagle, and they could die in the middle of the map, or you could just get counterattacked and just die at home, because you don't have them at home. So, honestly, blacksmith can come down late if you're just going defensive play. Oof, feels bad, man. You're going to have to fix that. Thought 2 ranges and canceled archers went skirms. Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Hopefully you fix this. Still 102 idle TC, so that's good. Your feudal has been better this game, but that's because you're not playing aggressive. So there's less to think about. No. You have to delete a wall. Come on. Don't get him to go all the way around. No. Oh, 105 idle TC. Oh! Wow, blue made a huge mistake. Oh, he's not capitalizing on that, though. Oh, nice. Just chase him. Chase him on the map. Skirms don't need to be here. Just go get him. Even if he has an eagle, you just run back to the TC. There we go. This is the punishment for building walls from outside. Yeah. Okay. No, get close to him. Why attack him from there? He's gonna run. Oh, he didn't run, but he could have reacted and ran. Just, when your opponent's like that, you just get close and then just one-shot them both. It's easy. Also, box formation. Whenever you have any 6 or less units, just box formation is so smooth. So much better. I like that you are expanding out to here, because you just killed his army, so he's not gonna have that much. And he's hitting here where you have walls. Hopefully it's not a hole here. Looks good. Looks good. Alright, you know he's here. I would keep the skirms on the inside for this. I guess you weren't paying attention, but anyways, you're fine. He can't get in. It's all good. Alright. Wheelbarrow. 15 farms with wheelbarrow, that's fine. Okay. you can't get in. Probably want to make a house. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. You do have a lot of idle vills, kind of, at certain times. Just spamming that idle villager button is better, but it's not like one of the major issues for you. One of your major issues is you do, for some reason, get your villagers to the center of the house. Like, every time you place them, it's like, the vill goes to the center of the house. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something wrong. Okay. Market and up. Hello? Oh, it's still open. Hello? Man, just buy it. Go up. Get this. You know he's here. You need to come here. Maybe you don't realize that you just left it open. Right. He also doesn't realize it, but it's fine. You have skirms, so he's just gonna run away. Barracks back here. You're gonna get a third barracks. You have to go 3 barracks. You can't go 2 barracks. You can start building more eagles. I think it's a lag problem. Maybe. I guess if you make the foundation and then issue an extra right-click command. I don't know. Okay. That's kind of your farm space back here. I don't know if you want to be making your production there. Probably another barracks here could have been okay. Work towards this. Your golds are over here, so you have to TC this eventually. It's too bad it's a little too far from the wood line. Probably get TC on the wood here, and then maybe a TC here. Anyways, you're up just a little faster. It's going to be crossbowmen versus eagles. Crossbowmen, of course, is going to be stronger in early Castle Age, but you need to, once you get a bunch of eagles together, then the eagles will be pretty good until you get Thumb Ring. Oh. There we go. Okay. Scouting around. Doing another scout of your opponent's base is always good early Castle Age. Also, his crossbowmen are going to show up here. If he's smart, he's going to show up here with his crossbowmen. So you have to be aware that he should be here, and basically as soon as his upgrades come in, which he hasn't clicked them yet, so you're lucky. TC here. Okay, okay. Not bad, I guess. He's still not even upgrading his units, though, so he's wasting so much time. Wait. Yeah. Okay, finally. He needs to get Bodkin, too. Okay. Opponent's being really slow with his upgrades, so you're kind of lucky. I would say don't prioritize Bowsaw when you need to get upgrades for Eagles. Instead of Bowsaw, or even Heavy Plow, like, instead of these upgrades, you should just get military upgrades to start, and then get the eco after, and then hit with the military in this situation. Ecotex, of course, if you're playing a boomy map, maybe it's good, but you're only adding a second TC here, and you're trying to go 3 barracks eagles. You can't afford both Ecotechs with 3 barracks eagles. Those upgrades, or those resources, should have been spent on either Eagle Warrior, +2 armor, probably both, because you're up against Crossbowmen, so you need to have both. Both give 1 Pierce armor, and you really need those Pierce armors. Here he is. He should have hit this like 30 seconds earlier, or a minute earlier, but I mean, here he is. And he should have also just gone here and killed all your woodline bills instead of hitting the wall. But yeah, you gotta run. 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 What are we doing? You don't have enough to fight this. You're just gonna throw the skirms. Alright, that's too bad. Opponent's just microing against this for no reason. Alright. Eagle Warrior, but you need to have +2. Imagine if you just didn't get Heavy Plow, you'd have the res to get +2 armor. Oh boy, need to retain the army as well. Oy. Yeah, you have to give up this whole side. And this is why you get your military techs first. So that you can either not die to this, or also go for a counterattack. But if you get Ecotechs, you're just gonna die. Basically. And you won't be able to apply any pressure. You don't have enough here, by the way. Not against... No. You have to wait for armor, too. You're going slightly too early. You're just getting a little ahead of yourself. Crossbowmen are, like, insane. Okay, finally, you're gonna get in there. It's huge. Not dying in 1 hit. Also, he doesn't know how to attack move micro, so you're gonna be okay. Potentially? Yeah. If he was attack move microing, you're dead, but he's just focus firing. So, you will potentially clean this up. Maybe not. It's gonna be close. His DPS is pretty low now that he has less units. Ay. Just slightly too early. If you had just waited 9 more seconds until that thing was in, these are dead. What is attack move micro? It's where you use attack move. Oh, there we go. It's got the link to my video on it. He didn't even have horse collar though, so maybe you can recover. Both players idling the TC like crazy. Like crazy. You have good eco techs, which maybe makes up for not having as many vills. But honestly, he left your base, re-wall, and go attack. I don't know why you're chilling. So that's one thing that you really need to be thinking about is using your units. Because they do not need to be sitting here. He's castle dropping, whatever. You give that up, you take these golds. It's fine. Just don't fight this. Just go to his base. Like, just go win. Just go to his base, kill a house, get in. Go to his base, kill this, get in. You don't even know that he has this tower, actually. What? Oh, wait, no, you do. Never mind. His boom is obviously super late because he got that tower, though. You're going to see this right away. All right, now you go to his base. He's going to have his military here because he needs to defend his castle drop. And you go to his base, and he has nothing at home. I don't know what you're doing. I don't see any actions happening here. Walls. Counterattacking 30 seconds ago at least would have been good, but even earlier. Oof. Yeah, you have to make pretty big walls if you're gonna wall to this, but I don't know if it's really worth it. I think just walling to this house and then walling this house to here would have been better. You're going a little too close. Chilling here is never gonna be good though. Because if he comes forward with these, he's just going to keep retreating back to the castle. You'll never be able to fight his army here. The only good play is to go to his base. Oh, we can't be losing vills like this. You already lost like 5 vills to this castle. Or 4 vills. Gonna be 5. So, that's already a disaster. Like, you're not even making military and you're chilling, so generally, if you're still making military, it's fine because you're massing, but you're not even massing anymore. Yeah, adding barracks. We've got access to the golds up here. You're so lucky your golds are in a good spot. He can just kill the mining camp. Go forward. Blue would have been so dead if you just raided him. Just go forward and raid. Yeah. He's just very, very ahead economically. And you will never be able to fight this under the castle. This castle would have done nothing if you had just gone to his base. I think you have it in your head that you have to go and kill this, but you don't have to kill this. But opponent's going to be imp now, because you never really pressured him. Going under the castle is just never going to be good here. Because look, yeah, he just jumps in the TC, or jumps in here. Jumps out. Kills all your eagles, potentially. There's another one. If he had gone forward and just raided him, then he would have been not able to just take this map control. So that's one of the advantages of going mobile units, is that you can just run around. And if there's a sticky situation at his base, you just run away. But chilling here, never going to be good. So I think you have to think about how long it's going to take him to break, and know that you have that much time to just assemble another army, maybe make a mangonel at home. One mangonel at home, then you're safe with some eagle reinforcements, and then you just go forward with your main army. But you have to be using your units. You're completely dead now, though. And that's probably GG. GG. Okay. I think we kind of just went over everything that went wrong here. It started out pretty rough with the boar kill. the own boar kill, but that definitely wasn't the main issue this game. Again, the main issue is that you never really go across the map with your units to attack. Made sense not to go across the map with skirms here, which was good, but as soon as you're making eagles, like here, right here, instead of Castle Age Ecotechs, you get upgrades for these, you go forward, and imagine you have eagles here. You just deny this. He has nothing here. Did blue not have any infantry upgrades? Well, he wasn't making infantry. But anyways, you deny this, then that just also denies the castle drop later because he doesn't have stone. These potato walls, very good at keeping stuff safe, but also you get no map control, so you don't have access to the extra resources. So he would have eventually run out of gold if you had contained him here too. Imagine you have eagles, you get a siege workshop here, you start forcing him to keep his crossbow at home. He has to make a defensive siege, starts running out of gold. But you kind of just like sit with your units. Here, you know that he's going crossbowman. Well, you should know. You never really scouted it, but you should know that he's going crossbowman. Siege workshop, even just here or here, you go forward with the eagles, you defend with siege. He's dead, but then you don't take damage because you have defensive siege here. Tunnel visions to kills expos. Yeah, need to go forward. Exactly. So that's probably your main issue, just overall. Your overall issue is that you invest a little too much into eco and not enough into military, but then you also just don't use your military as well. So you have to get into a different mindset, I think. You have to get into that aggressive mindset. So I would urge you to play more 1 TC play and just get used to that. Even if it's not always the best move, 1 TC play, forward siege workshop, and it'll be really good for you to just learn how to full commit on military and military upgrades and use your military. Yeah, it's just a mindset issue here. You're playing the game too greedy, too eco-focused. And eco-focus is good when you're learning the game. It is good. But honestly, you have a lot of really good skills built up. It's just the military usage needs to have some work.